episode of the Youth Ministry Booster Podcast. Da-da.
Oh,
Da-da.
blood and water.
Da-da. 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 No, seriously, it's Shark Week, everybody!
Boo!
For those that celebrate. Chad, you should celebrate. How are you celebrating Shark Week this year?
I will be watching said Shark Week.
Yeah. Little popcorn. What's the right Shark Week snack? It feels like it. You know, there's a right snack.
Strawberries.
Strawberries. Fruit punch, cranberry juice, beets. Just smoke beets running down your face. Get them good. Yikes. But yeah, you're a big fan of the Shark Week, and
Yeah.
like it's been a couple years, but we thought we'd come back and celebrate this year.
This is special to me. This is, if you're a longtime listener, you know that many years ago, Zach and I every year used to do a Shark Week episode.
Of course.
We got to
The
meet,
most relevant youth ministry topic we could think of.
well, and we'll explain through this episode like why we would even do something like this.
That's right.
And even why maybe this could be helpful for you.
You could use it too. Yeah.
But I love sharks, and I have loved sharks ever since I was a little kid. And so not as much anymore. I would love to say I'm so glued to it. I'm not. You know what? Maybe I need to return to my childhood.
Okay.
Because it was so great. But yeah, growing up, I used to watch literally every episode that would come out in a Shark Week season.
Oh.
Lots of those are reruns. You don't have to be glued to the TV if you're not familiar with Shark Week.
Okay.
Each evening will be new shows.
Are some of them in syndication?
I have no idea. But you get to learn a lot.
Okay.
And I'm a big fan of the old sharks.
So one of the things when you pitched it, just for a refresh for a lot of our listeners, the thing that I love about Shark Week is it started as let's make a big concerted effort. Like it sounds like youth ministry planning.
Yeah.
Of like, guys, we're doing a great thing. Week in and week out, people are discovering animals. Like we are doing the thing. People are learning about animals, but it's like a slumpy season. We need to drive people to see something that's important. And guys, sharks, they're in danger.
Yeah.
Like it matters. It matters. We need to get people to care about sharks. You know what? Let's make a whole week about it. Like that's legitimately how everything from VBS to DNOW to whatever got formed is like, guys, we need some more eyes on this really important thing. And they've been doing it for like 35 years, right? Like
The wild thing is like if you're Discovery like executives that first came up with this, like I mean, they put it right in the middle of summer.
Yeah.
So it was like, when are the most people at the beach?
Right.
All of those kind of things.
Yeah, I got just on beach TV, just scrolling through and just being like, nah, maybe
Not getting in the
not
water.
today, not today.
But some of it too, for the Discovery Channel, it was like shark awareness, like, and a lot of those early episodes was, I mean, even though you see the like big attacks, it was the reminder like sharks aren't biting humans and all this kind of stuff.
They're endangered. It's important. Yeah.
So
it's so good. And so one of the things that we want to talk about, and we'll do some fun Sharky trivia stuff, is just I think that big genesis for like creating the big push. Like there's just something about that again, especially for like Discovery Channel, like this is not like a mass media. This is not a prime time network. This is a specialty channel.
Well,
that for some folks they love, and for other folks they're trying to draw either in for the first time or redraw them in for something that they love.
And I think that that's the important thing to learn for student ministry in this.
Yeah.
Is when you host something like sharks.
Yeah.
It's almost like dinosaurs, and I'm really surprised. And they may have it, and I just don't know about it. The Discovery Channel wouldn't do like a whole like dinosaur week. Maybe they've got enough of it sprinkled in there and all already. But episodes like that, you're drawing exposure for your overall channel,
Right.
to be able to gather specifically new kids.
Yes.
That
Through
are
a
obsessed
specific
with
event,
sharks.
a specific event, drawing attention through a thing that they're interested in to the larger bandwidth of programming.
So tell me, before we get into the fun shark
Silly stuff.
as you see it in student ministry,
Yeah.
what would be some of the equivalents and what would be advice that you would give as far as like how to utilize the fun element and the more than just the fun? Because I think a lot of youth pastors, when they think fun, it's just limited to like, well, I need one good game right before. No, we're talking about going all in on a thing that almost stands alone on itself as just the like, we want you to bring friends to this.
So a couple of thoughts and then one really great example. So I think fun is a good word. I think the line that you shared earlier, things they're already interested in. Like little kids love sharks, little kids love dinosaurs. What do your teenagers already really love? And instead of, so what do they already love? Identify it. That could be Super Smash Brothers, that could be basketball, that could be soccer, that could be playing instruments in band, like anime. There's something they already love. Meeting them where they already are. When you have conversations with your students, not teenagers, your students.
That's good.
What's in the thing? If it's Minecraft, God bless them, right? Like whatever it is, what's the thing that bubbles up when you're just having those casual conversations?
Because that's where their influence is also at too. They can get friends because they already have friends that aren't attending your church that are into Minecraft. That they would be willing or want to bring.
This isn't what you love. It's what they love. And it's your best interest to figure out why they're interested. And you're right in saying interest begets influence. When you're in the mix, you can't help but have some either insight about it, which is what's good for you, or influence to others, which is what is the benefit to the community of students you're trying to reach. So identify the interest. The second thing is push. This is the part that I think a lot of folks don't do is they'll sprinkle, right? Like we'll have like a one-off. We'll play some Switch some nights before our midweek gathering. Nah, man, host the thing. Like if it's a Super Smash Brothers tournament, then you host the snot out of a Super Smash Brothers tournament, whether that's on an existing midweek or a special thing or whatever. You go all in. Again, Shark Week for the entire week is sharks. Sorry, pandas. Sorry, Komodo dragons. It's sharks 24/7. We will return to your regularly scheduled program later. This could even be a spiritual thing too, and we see it happen a lot. We'll have like a dabbling of mission-y things here. Like we'll have like a service Saturday or whatever. Nah, man. And Thanksgiving, we serve. We are grateful and we serve all November long. Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday. November is serve-a-thon. You go all in because here's the thing. So many of our students are busy and scattered. You know it from their infrequent attendance. You've got to do something long enough that they can hook into it. Because again, if it lands on the wrong Wednesday and they miss, you're done. But if it's a multi-week, I would say in youth ministry, I would probably have not a week emphasis like Shark Week, but a month or maybe even a couple month, quarter long emphasis. Like this is
on like a good spiritual stuff. You mean
on the spiritual stuff, or if you're going to have a month long. And so here's the great example. A dear friend, Oklahoma, growing up a few years ago, pre-COVID, would do a massive beach volleyball tournament. It was not just like a Wednesday, it was a multi-week season. So instead of a big dodgeball night or a big glow party, I think it was 3 or 4 weeks. There's like seeding rounds, there's like group games into the big bracketed tournament because he knew it took a little bit to pick up steam. Because they would go out and they would pour sand for multiple courts and so it was always the August into the fall, and it gave itself enough weeks that it wasn't like, oh man, we're out of town on the 12th. That's okay. Sign your team up. You be the alternate on the 12th. Come play on the 19th. Because it takes a little bit of momentum to get going. Like you can't just be like, man, we had the big thing. Nobody came that day. That's not the environment we live in. Like Shark Week, they run programming every day, all day, and they're committing a week translating that to, I think that's at least a month or two for us.
Well, our friends at the Church of Battle Creek,
yeah.
they do what theirs isn't the spread out, but it's the very condensed, their big dodgeball tournament that they run.
Sure.
And it is more than what we often think of, like
Dodgeball after Devo.
our student ministries doing, right, dodgeball. I mean, for months leading up to it, there's a big push of signups, and like every kid is like basically encouraged to like build your team.
Build the team. That's right.
And so then like, I mean, they go all out. Like teams like dress up and
the code names, team names. I think they get points for like uniforms and whatever. Like it's not like we had dodgeball after a thing. It is the feature of the thing.
Right.
And that's, again, I think the Shark Week learnings and again, for 35 years, they've been doing the thing where they commit to the thing. It's not that the other animals don't matter. It's that this is one that a lot of people are interested in, and this is the right season for a right week for us to double down on it.
Well, and they're thoughtful enough too to realize that it's part of the bigger scheme. So you're going to host the big thing to connect with new students
at your campus. They get it. They see the sign. When they roll up, they see the sign.
And oftentimes I hear from a lot of youth pastors that are wanting to grow, and they're trying to just do their normal program and grow that way. And yes, that is a slow growth process, and you should 100% do that. But hosting these like big emphasis, but the thing that I don't see enough people doing really well, they'll put all their effort into doing the thing and won't think through how do we actually move the new students into connection. Like what is our next step? Is it easy? Is it easy to explain in the night? And to be able to follow up with it.
What's the week after Shark Week? Right. And I think for so many of us too, like this is something that's going to take time to cook up. Like I don't think that this is something that you're going to listen to this episode and have figured out for next week. I think there's some homework and some research. Our encouragement is if you're feeling like you're stuck in the regular programming, that maybe instead of trying to like continually add and flavor in and spice and do, that maybe we're going to flip the script. We're going to turn the thing. We're going to double down on this thing and see what might happen. And I think that's one of the things that we want to encourage you with. But
let's talk sharks.
Just talk sharks. Chad, first of all, I want you to tell everybody, what is the best kind of shark?
Ooh, what is the best kind of shark?
What's the best shark?
I'm a big Mako fan.
Okay.
I really, really like.
What are the features of the Mako that make Mako it best?
So often, I think people when they think of Mako think of a smaller shark. Mako's not what I would consider a small shark by any means. The Mako is one of the fastest sharks.
Okay.
So the Mako really is kind of the cheetah of the sea.
Okay.
He also has one of the most gnarly smiles.
Okay.
I mean, he's got the teeth going in all different directions. He's fast.
A wild Mako approaches.
Dude, the Mako's bad to the bone.
Okay.
I really like the Mako. It's just, to me, the speed, the aggression.
Okay.
The Mako is the shark that I think I would be the most terrified of.
More than like a great white?
I think so.
Okay.
If I were in the water and there was a Mako.
Okay.
And I don't know, I mean, attack rate's probably
similar.
You would probably not say that, just because Makos, it seems like, are a little bit more deep water. You don't have as much swimming out there.
Gotcha.
But I think if I found myself in the water
with some Makos,
with a Mako compared to a great white,
be more nervous.
Yeah, because if that Mako's coming at, like, yeah. No,
all right. Second preference question for our resident shark expert: would you ever cage? I guess I don't know. I don't know your level of comfort, discomfort. You can speak into it. Would you swim with sharks?
100%.
100%.
100%. It is a dream of mine. I will swim with sharks one day.
Okay.
If I got the opportunity to do cage, 100%. Dude,
Easy ask.
I'm there tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes, I would. That is a dream of mine.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. And the bigger, the better.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
get me in the water with
Like
some
shark. You're talking. Put me in a cage in shark infested waters.
chum it, dude.
Dump the chum. Dump the chum.
The only thing I'd worry about is sitting there and the chum touching you.
Yeah, okay,
That's
yeah.
something nobody's talking about.
Yeah. God, just fish
Just-
guts and blood wafting by. I mean, I guess you got your regulator and whatever, but I just.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
that's
know,
not a
just
thing
fish,
you
Fish
want.
blood is not
You
like.
got a little tail on your
It's
glasses.
just, I'll get it off. Yeah. Just up the nose.
Yeah. Now,
Cageless?
open water.
Okay. I like that you've got the terms.
I think I would. I mean, I definitely would with like white tips, black tips, that kind of deal.
Okay.
Those smaller guys. That's probably a little more dangerous though. They'll get your calves. But
Nobody talks about the minimal shark scarring, right? Everybody has like the big bites, but just just a real torn
That's
ACL.
much more
and
likely.
Achilles gone.
yeah, I think I would do open water. If I'm with, I would not do it by myself.
Well, yeah, with a team.
But yeah, if I'm with like professionals, I would 100%
Okay.
do that.
Well,
Would you? You wouldn't? You wouldn't even get in cage?
you would have to talk me into the cage.
Really?
I've seen Jaws and other movies enough to know that like, again, I already fear. I love being on the water. The idea of being, it's like a claustrophobia thing for me of just like, I know it's the open water, but whatever the right fear is for being that dark, that deep, nah, I mean,
So if it's swimming by, that would terrify you?
no, we're in the
You're
boat. We're in the boat. Well, I don't know. But what are you going to do? Like the cage is supposed to keep them out, but it also keeps you in. I mean,
Where are you wanting to go?
I mean, there are phrases like shooting a fish in a barrel, and I gotta believe in shark world, there's like eating a human
The
out of a
sharks
can.
don't have guns.
They don't have guns, but we basically are sardines in a can. Like I don't want to be no shark sardine. Like
They
that's
don't have
just,
thumbs. They're not opening it.
they got. You just told me they got big teeth. They got wild teeth.
Yeah, but that's steel bar.
I steal these days. We'll see. Okay, I've got steal these days. I've got some shark trivia questions for you.
Oh.
We'll see if our friends at home want to play as well.
Oh, yell at
So-
your cameras.
Yeah,
Or yell
please,
at your
shout at the TV if Chad gets it right or not. All right, if you get all 5 of these right,
Oh, do I get a prize?
if you get all 5 of these right, I will buy you lunch.
Salad to go?
I will buy you Salad to Go. Sponsor this episode, Salad to Go. We're big fans of, having a $7 salad to go. So thanks, Salad to Go. Feel free to play along. If you get all 5 at home right, then you can buy yourself a Salad to Go. So, with fish,
This puts me on the spot. I feel really nervous.
because you have not been asked these questions before.
No,
This
I
is-
have no
okay,
idea what you're going to
okay.
ask.
So we'll start with the first one. It's pretty easy. Chad Higgins, question 1. What is the largest species of shark?
Like numerical or its overall size?
Overall size.
Is a whale shark a shark? Yes, it is. So whale shark.
Chad Higgins, you are correct. The
I had to think
whale
about that. I
shark
was like,
the
is it a whale
largest
or is it a
species of
shark?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not a mammal. It is a shark.
Okay. Second question. It's multiple choice.
Yeah.
How many known species of shark are there?
Oh.
Is the answer 375,
Okay.
435, 500, or 535?
Dude,
375,
There's no
400.
outlier in that.
500, 535.
I'm gonna go. This is a total guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna go C.
C500.
Yes.
Okay, so that we're gonna accept it because there's 500 plus, but one person online said that 535 might be the most specific answer that he could ascertain or give. So
So he just
we'll
got
give it-
Gerald out there online.
Yeah, he's just like one researcher was like, because everybody agrees there's more than 500.
Yeah.
But Gerald was like, no, it's like 535, and so, but he even put the little squiggle before the 535. So okay,
And we don't know. I mean, down low.
maybe there's more. Maybe there's more. But
There's a lot of unsearched
500 or
ocean.
more is correct. Okay, all right. Question 3 should be good to go. You love sharks.
So I'm still 100%.
So you're still
giving
back.
me-
You're still,
okay.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. If you would have answered 435,
Yeah,
375,
come on now.
rookie mistake. Okay, come on, buy a zoo book. Buy a zoo book. All right, question 3.
Yeah.
What is a group of sharks called? Swimming on by.
A group of sharks.
There's 2 possible answers. We'll accept either. What is a group of sharks swimming together called?
I've heard this. A group of sharks. It's not a school. Is it a bully? I don't know.
Okay, so we would have accepted
Would you
either school or shiver. A shiver of sharks. A shiver of sharks. So you're still doing good.
A school is the answer.
School.
Because that's the answer with fish. I thought there was something else.
No, so shiver is the other one that's acceptable. Apparently, the shiver of sharks is a thing.
A bully of sharks feels good.
A bully of shark. They're already a little bit bullies anyway.
If you've got friends with you, those are some bullies right there.
Right. Okay. Question number 4. Which shark species is known for leaping out of the water, also called breaching?
Yeah, that's great white.
Easy answer. Easy layup.
Yeah.
Great white shark.
Only done off of the Cape of Africa.
Okay. Okay. Geolocation. All right.
That's the only place they breach.
Is off the Cape of Africa?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, so a lot of it's believed it's because of the geographic right there.
Yeah.
So they hunt low, and so there's real steep sides.
Okay.
You've got a big seal population, and they breach.
They breach up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I've got one more for you. This one I feel like you're either going to know or you don't know. I will give, if you get most of it right, I'll give it to you. What is the electroreceptive organ that helps sharks detect prey and navigate in murky waters?
Where is it? It's up near their nostrils.
Where it is, or what is it called?
I don't know the scientific name for it. It is found up near their nostrils on the side of their head.
Okay.
It's like basically between nostril and eye. What is it called? I don't remember what it's called. What is it?
Okay, so we would have taken the ampule,
Okay.
but it's apparently the ampule of Lorenzini. And that's across
Which
multiple...
feels like a Marvel character.
That's right. The ampule of Lorenzini feels like something...
That's in Thor.
That's Thor. It's a time wizard thing. I don't know. It's a whole whatever. But yeah, apparently that's the thing. So there you go. So at home, how'd you do?
That's the vibration in the water?
No,
right?
that's the organ. The organ is called the ampule of Lorenzini.
Right, but that's what it's detecting.
It's detecting, yeah. So when it can't see... And when it can't see, that's how it sees. Is it senses electrically, like in the currents of the water.
Which is why you do not want to be splashing.
Yes, yeah. That's why you keep it calm.
You need a real smooth swim glide.
Smooth, and then you may turn your Apple Watch off. Yeah. Take that dive computer out of here. All right, bud. No, that's it. It's a Shark Week. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not an expert.
No, you didn't know it was coming. You didn't know it was coming. It was bonus questions. But one of the things, man, that I love is watching you get excited about sharks.
Oh, I love it.
Again, this is the thing that we're talking about for so many of your students is, I think, if I can pastor in a moment, you are excited about all things theology, scripture. Yeah. That's your interest. For students, it may become theirs.
Yeah.
And often does because of your passion. But one of the best ways that we can relate, connect, and deepen relationship, discipleship with students is to identify and come alongside their passion. Like, this never gets lost on me, and maybe it's fresh for you in this Shark Week season. But Jesus calls those first disciples by a trade and a craft they understood. He doesn't call them to be religious teachers or to be even necessarily like adherents to him. He says, come be fishers of men. I will make you fishers of men, because they knew how to fish.
Yeah.
And I think for so many of our students, especially in a momentous season, out of summer into fall, they want to hear that the God-given passions and joys of their life could have real meaning, could have real purpose and real benefit to the kingdom. Yes, some strange young fishermen left their boats and went on to preach, teach, heal, be arrested, ultimately martyred for their faith. But the invitation started at a place they were already at the boat, to come fish in a new way. And so as you continue to minister and teach and love and equip your students, would you continue to find ways to meet them where they are?
Snap.